And what's going on, you bastards? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video where we're not doing gameplay today, but we're talking about a global first Goku Black or Super Saiyan Rose, who apparently is coming out in a couple hours. It is currently almost midnight on Eastern time for me. I've been up just doing having a pretty productive weekend. And then I got some bad news this weekend. I'm not going to get into it. So me doing these news videos, which I don't typically do, but I thought I'd give it a go. I ended up getting into them late, and it's already what, like the day is pretty much over. So in YouTube time, this is ancient history at this point. So we're getting this new Rose, and we're also getting a few Universe 6 Easy A's, you know, the sub Easy A's right here, this hit, this Caulifla, this Kale, this Vados, and then we're getting an Easy A Kefla, the strength Kefla that nobody uses or cares about or even talks about for a long time. So let's take a little gander at the Rose right here. He has an awesome, the card art looks pretty dope right here, and the sticker looks really good. You just never know with the sticker art because sometimes it is hit or miss. So with this Rose, Mystery of the Power of Rage, we are getting Super Bosses. And Super Bosses, if you didn't know already, has come out on the JP version of the game with the release of Broly for the 9th anniversary. This guy is Super Bosses and Corroded Body and Mind, which, yikes. If we look at Corroded Body and Mind, there isn't like there isn't a whole lot of craziness going on here. And then talking about Super Bosses, global, this is like such a bad timing for the release of this guy, because this category pre 9th anniversary pretty much is dead. Like, look at the roster we got here. Of course, we can run Fusion Zamasu. This guy has the same name, so you can't run them together as a rotation. This guy is pretty booty butt cheeks. AGL Zamasu can get caught out. This physical Zamasu was a waste of space. This AGL Goku Black was a disappointment. Fusion Zamasu doesn't share the name of this Fusion Zamasu, so this team, if you want to do a villains version of it, like, it's pretty bad. Like, you know, you had the Universe 6 characters and whatnot, which Universe 6, even with these Easy A's, isn't completely crazy. I mean, you probably have a hell of a time trying to clear the end game content with the Universe 6 team. I don't know if anyone even wants to take on that challenge. And we're going to get into his details before, like, I kind of get into a question with this Goku Black, you know, right here, this Super Saiyan Rose. So along with Super Boss's Corroded Body and Mind, so he only has 2 categories, he has an extra 30%. He has an extra 30% to Realm of Gods, Accelerated Battle, or Exploding Rage. So the Realm of Gods, that's kind of a given, like the other Zamasu, Goku Black, you know, Rose units, that definitely helps. But Accelerated Battle, that has Super Bosses that are Corroded Body and Mind, and like Exploding Rage, it's just, let's look at Accelerated Battle right here. Yeah, I mean, Accelerated Battle, the LDs, Goku Blacks, whatever, that would be covered on the Realm of Gods as well. Then let's take a look at Exploding Rage right here. You know, it definitely ain't looking the greatest in conjunction with Super Bosses and Corroded Body of Mind. So this guy, his leader skill kind of sucks. Like, not, ain't gonna sugarcoat it. And that definitely hurts the reason to summon for this guy, because, you know, typically you want to summon and you want to run these guys possibly as leaders or just on some other teams, whatever. Like the other teams this guy is on, is Future, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Patara, Realm of Gods, Power of Wishes, Corroded Body and Mind, Super Bosses, Time Travelers, Inhuman Deeds, Exploding Rage, Accelerated Battle, Worldwide Chaos. So you can run him on some other teams, but we're going to get into his kit to see why that could also even be a problem. So key 2, attack and defense, 200% guards all attacks for 1 turn on the character's entry, reduces damage received by 6% per Super Bosses category allied on the team. Up to 30%, so up to 5, the friend wouldn't count. Or if you just have another random unit in there, like exclusively on Corroded Body and Mind, I guess. Plus an additional damage reduction, 30% before attacking, so that's kind of like a Pan thing. Yeah, Pan does have damage reduction. It's not guard, right? Yeah, it's damage reduction, I think. Launches an additional attack per Rainbow Key Sphere obtained. Okay. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. So are these different? So is this say it launches an additional attack per Rainbow Key Sphere? It doesn't say those could be supers, but right here it's saying like, is it like when you launch an additional attack, then you have a high chance of it becoming a super? So what? Like this guy could potentially super attack like 5 times or something like that with like 5 Rainbow Key Spheres or something like that. I really don't know what's going on with this. All right, so launches an additional super attack every time the character attacks 5 times in battle. Okay, imagine trying to keep track of that. So you could actually do it 6 times. Say you get the 5 from 5. Say hypothetically, you got 5 Rainbow Key Spheres. You're like, rarely you can ever get that. Then they're all super attacks, and then you could get a 6th. Is that what that means? I mean, how often is that gonna happen? Let's be real here. Plus an additional attack and defense 30% within the same turn each attack performed. Okay, that could be interesting if all of those procced. Well, we'd have to see the chances of that, because I imagine that could be a little tough. You need some Rainbow Orb Changers on the team for that, in which, looking at these teams, I don't know if any of these teams really have those. Super Boss category allies plus 2 key within the same turn after receiving an attack. Okay, we saw that with like Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo's got that. Great chance of nullifying Key Blast supers directed at the character. Okay, great chance. That's pretty good. And then we have an active skill, Time Rift of Wrath. Can be activated when all allies attacking on the same turn are Super Boss categories characters starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle or starting from the 6th turn with no condition. Creates a domain, City Future Rift in Time. Raises Super Boss category allies key by 2 and creates clones for 4 turns. So if you take this guy and you'd run, like, say, global. Hey, we're on the 9th anniversary. We finally made it, boys. You want to run him with Broly. You could really screw each other. I mean, it would be 10 times more important. I mean, we'll look at the active skill version of this guy too. You do not want to interrupt Broly getting his transformation. You want him to transform as soon as possible, because on the domain, that's when you can transform as Broly. You do not want to interrupt that, because Broly is very godly when you reach that level. And then in this future Rift in Time, Super Boss category enemies and allies attack and defense 10%, plus an additional attack and defense 10% for characters who are extreme class. So you could actually buff the enemy right here, huh? If you're fighting like another Broly or something like that. All right, and his 12 key raises attack. This guy's a TUR, by the way. He's not even an LR. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to the enemy. And his links, Big Bad Bosses, Super Saiyan, Dismal Future, Prepare for Battle, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and Fierce Battle. So normal Rose links. And here's some of his best link partners right here. That's, I mean, if only, besides this LR right here, none of these guys are worth a shit. Like, I'm sorry to say, none of these guys Or wait, this is the LR. I'm sorry. This is the transformed TUR right here. Like, actually, none of these guys are worth a shit. What the Okay. Let's look at his rage mode, which, dude, the sticker art. The best thing about this guy is the sticker art so far. Key +2, attack and defense, 222%. Attacks effective against all types. Reduces damage received by 66% before attacking. Oh, wow, that's a lot. Holy shit. But I don't know if he can still hang, honestly. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type, physical excluded, the rainbow. Launches an additional attack that has a rare chance to become rare? Ew. Is that like a 10%? 10%? I haven't seen a rare chance in a hot minute. What the fuck? Ew. Becoming a super attack per rainbow key sphere obtained. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Launches an additional super attack every time the character does 5 times. Okay. Plus an additional attack and defense 33% within the same turn with each attack performed. And then on his 12 key, greatly raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn. You son of a bitch. Why couldn't it be? Whatever. Causes immense damage and greatly lowers enemies' defense. Why couldn't it be greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn? Or even like 4 turns or something like that. Let Goku Black or Rose, let them finally cook, man. Because these guys have been getting screwed for so... The LR, the Int LR's Easy A, is literally the best, like, Goku Black there is, man. And he can't even link with, like, this guy. Because he's a Rose. Wait, he should be able to. Wait, no, actually, he can, right? Because this is the clone version. Okay, well, can he? Yeah, I think he should. I mean, if he can link with this guy and this guy, he should be able to link with the LR. Just, I think the LR has 6 links because legendary power. And then we got a sprite right here, so it's him. They got the little hair differences. Oh my god, it turns around too. The hair differences, like, I mean, cool. His animations too, by the way. We're not gonna look at the animations. I mean, this guy's coming out soon, in like an hour and a half. This guy's release on global pretty much accomplishes nothing. So we have super bosses, right? So we don't have Broly. Super bosses without Broly is just non-existent. Broly carries the damage so goddamn hard. This is Corroded Body and Mind, actually. Yeah, super bosses. Look at this roster, man. This roster stinks. Okay, so they do link. It's what is it? Legendary power. Oh, Kamehameha. That's what it is. Yeah. So these guys they link 5, which I don't know. Whenever Broly comes out, you don't want to do the rage mode on this guy, but then these guys can't link. I don't know. I'm not really gonna get into the easy A's right here because I mean they are what they are. Hits pretty good for SBR. This Caulifla is alright. This Kale's really good. And Kefla, if you get her the Super Saiyan 2, is really strong. And Vados does look... massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn. That's like Supreme Opie. Vados does look pretty good as well. But good lord, if you guys are on the global version of this game, like, this is a very justified skip. And, like, if you're on X or Twitter, whatever the hell you want to call it, it's funny, they released the details of this guy, and then the global Twitter gets hacked, and they just been running amok on there. So, I don't know if it's just an extremely salty Rose fan or something like that, but, I mean... we haven't seen any footage on this guy yet. I don't know how he's actually going to perform. I don't know. I just hate to be a salty Stanley, right? But this guy's release really does not accomplish anything. This does not help out the global version of the game whatsoever. This is a very justified skip. We saw what is coming for the 9th anniversary. I'm going to do a few summons. I'll probably do, I don't know, like 300 stones. We also do have those tickets that we've been getting. And we don't know what other deals we're getting or something like that. But this guy, he just, I mean, if you get enough rainbow orbs or something like that, he can look really good. Probably. But like, how often is that gonna happen? What, like on average, you could get like maybe what, like 2 rainbow key spheres, which I mean can be pretty good, but I don't know. I guess we'd have to see this guy perform. Maybe I'm just being very negative about this whole thing. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see you bastards in the next one. Take care.
But first, hi there. If you liked what you saw, thank you.